After performing hand hygiene and ensuring privacy, introduce yourself to the patient. Then identify the patient using 2 identifiers.
Ms. Morgan? Hi, my name is Denisha. I'm going to be the nurse taking care of you today, okay? Can I take a look at your armband? Can you tell me your first and your last name?
Jessica Morgan.
Okay, and your birthday?
February 5th, 1989.
Okay.
To take a radial pulse, first assess for factors that can affect rate and rhythm, such as medical history, disease processes, age, exercise, and medication.
All right, what I'm going to have you do is to roll over on your back. And then
Clean gloves are worn only when the nurse may be in contact with bodily fluids or the patient is in protective precautions. Help the patient into a supine or sitting position.
You want to put your head of your bed down.
If she's supine, place her forearm along her side with her wrist extended, or rest her forearm across her chest or upper abdomen.
Mr. Thompson, I'm going to take your arm and rest it here.
If the patient is sitting, bend his elbow 90 degrees and support his lower arm on the chair or on your arm. Slightly extend or flex the wrist with the palm down. Then place the tips of your first 2 or middle 3 fingers over the groove along the thumb side of the patient's inner wrist. Slightly extend or flex the wrist, palm down, until you feel the strongest pulse. Press against the radius, obliterating the pulse at first, and then relaxing the pressure until the pulse is readily palpable. Now rate the strength of the pulse. Determine whether the thrust of the vessel against your fingertips is bounding, full or strong, barely palpable or diminished, or absent and not palpable. Note the regularity of the rate and rhythm. Once you can feel the pulse consistently, look at your watch. When the second hand reaches a number on the dial, or when the digital display reaches a round number, begin taking the pulse, counting the first beat you feel as 1. For a regular pulse, count the rate for 30 seconds and multiply the total by 2. The pulse rate normally ranges from 60 to 100 beats per minute. For an irregular pulse, count for a full 60 seconds. Note the frequency and pattern of the irregularity. Compare the radial pulses bilaterally and assess for a pulse deficit. For details, review the video skill, Assessing the Apical Radial Pulse. When you're finished, help the patient into a comfortable position.
Are you comfortable? Yes. All right. Well, just let me know if you need anything, okay? I'll be right out at desk. All right?
Perform hand hygiene and discuss your findings with her. As part of your follow-up, compare the patient's pulse rate and character with her baseline and with the acceptable range for her age.